Okay, so now on the board I've got my X and Y axis. Remember, this is the top of the boxer's head and they're facing forward. And we have our 4 quadrants. And the question is, where do I put my feet? Which foot goes forward? Traditionally speaking, they would just say simply, if you're a right-hander, you would put your right foot back, which means your left foot would be in quadrant 1 and your right foot in quadrant 4. So write that here, 1 and 4. For the right-handed boxer. For the left-hander, your right foot would be in quadrant 2 and your left foot in quadrant 3. And that's pretty much the traditional way to go about it. However, I personally believe you should take other things into account other than which hand you prefer to write with or throw a ball with. I'm more concerned with your footwork. So if you have an athlete, for instance, that's a snowboarder, a surfer, a skateboarder, and maybe they're right-handed by nature, they write and they throw with the right hand, but when they're on the board using their feet, they prefer a goofy-footed stance with their right foot forward, then I'm going to have them go with that because I'm more interested in the comfort of their feet than with their hands. Okay, so once you've decided which foot forward you prefer, the question is, where in the quadrant do I put that foot? The short answer to that is at a 45-degree angle. So remember, this whole thing is 90. We're going to take half of it to create that 45-degree angle. And you're going to put your left foot right there and your right foot right here. That's for a right-handed stance. Left-handed stance would be the exact opposite of that. This is going to be the best stance, and I'll prove that in the next clip. But your other options would be to stand more square, is what I call it. That's where your feet are just going to be closer to the x-axis. Or you can go more narrow, where your feet would be closer to the y-axis. But again, this is the preferred stance. This is going to be what I call square or wide, and this is going to be what I call narrow. So watch the next clip and I'll explain to you why 45 is superior.